Mm-hmm. Whoops. Uh, I think we're live. Bear with me one. That going. Clickety click click. Yes, we are. Look at that.
Wow.
So, Matthew Shirley,
Uh,
how's it going, man?
good.
I
Good.
got you on Moto Monday.
Yep. Here.
You finally made it on.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been around dirt bike. Been in and out.
You know, I was joking with who was it the other day? Someone was in here and I was joking. Well, actually, no, it was Big Newt.
Yeah.
Big
Big
Newt.
new.
It's Big Newt, and yeah, you guys are both rocking the Big Newt tees today. I
Oh
see.
yeah. Mine's a little faded, but he's still on there. Big new security.
Big Newt Security. This podcast is brought to you by Big Newt Security today. Yeah. I was talking to him. I was like, I still have the graphics on this computer for your Polini 50,
Hey, that's
making me
crazy.
feel old, bro. Like, how old are you now?
24.
Yeah, I
24.
got the graphics for your Polini 50 still on my computer.
That's awesome.
I feel so old when I realized that. I was like, I have Wardius's KX65 graphics. And I was like, I have Max Harris's Cobra graphics.
That's
Like,
crazy. I can't believe you keep that all on file. That's nuts.
yeah, just keep extra hard drives, just hard drives on hard drives, and
Huh.
made me feel really freaking old because there's literally pros now retiring, and I did their 50 graphics.
That's
Like,
crazy.
I don't want to get old yet. Well, yeah, I remember like following you around in your 65 and stuff, and now I don't want to get on the track with you.
Yeah.
Or my cousin Mason.
Mason's ripping.
He was shredding yesterday.
I was impressed. That was crazy.
I was too, and he would look pretty comfortable too.
I haven't seen him ride in time. Awesome.
So you made your little comeback. You got yourself a new bike.
Got a new bike, yeah, end of March. Bought a new Yamaha 450. Fell in love with it. I had a roached out 2012 CR 250 and not cutting it.
It's not doing it.
I think the little break I took kind of fueled the fire to get back into it.
Well, you need that sometimes, especially when you've been doing it like your whole life. I mean, you started
Yeah,
in the 50 ranks, dude,
yeah, for
and
sure.
you move all the way through racing, racing, racing. Well, sometimes a little break ain't bad, you know.
Yeah, no, the break was definitely for sure.
And you went to a 450. How you liking the big dog?
I like it. Um, yeah, I absolutely love my Yamaha. I have zero complaints with it, and other than the maintenance, working on that thing and tearing it apart, a little crazy with all the plastics and pieces. But other than that, it's an awesome bike. I love it. I thought I'd never leave a Honda, ever.
I thought I'd never own a Honda, and I currently have two. Not counting my pit bike. I'm not counting my pit bike because I have plenty. But yeah, I have a Sierra 125 and a Sierra 450. I'm the opposite. I'm the Honda hater. I still make Honda jokes. I still make Honda bro jokes,
And you
but
have
I have one. It's sad. I might sell it though. I'm thinking I need to go back to the roots and just ride small bore like 125s for a year.
I've heard that from a lot of people.
It
A
it
lot of
kind of makes
people.
it fun. Like
Yeah,
you're not gonna expect to get so many fatty wins or anything, but it's so much fun.
yeah. Everyone says they have more fun
Yeah,
cruising
just
around. Porsche.
yeah. I mean, it's I don't know. It's just not the same. Riding a 125 just sparks a little something more in you because you got to go like a wild man to go fast.
Oh yeah,
And you just
yeah.
gotta, especially when you're, my size, 6 foot tall, like
Got to
you
hang it
gotta
out.
just lean back and ride it wide open.
Right,
But it's
right.
kind of fun that way. And so I was like, I've been tossing around the idea. 450s though, man, if I was really racing, dude, the maintenance is gonna be so much cheaper for you.
Right.
Right, 250F is a ticking time bomb.
So since I was like 18, my dad's tried to convince me, oh, get a 450, get a 450 the whole time. Until I was 24, I was so pro 250. Only wanted a 250 because I thought the 450s would be way too gnarly for me. I got to do a little testing and play riding on some buddies, and I loved it. It was awesome.
Oop, sorry guys, hang on. Double audio going on. Just wanted to make sure our audio is actually working. You know, it wouldn't be Moto Monday without some tech difficulty.
Right on.
I swear we got the worst luck, and it just passes on to everything else. Because, okay, so the race yesterday, Mountain View Summer Classic, I kept having to turn my PA system off because it was overheating. And then,
That's why. Oh, that makes.
and then like my mic was blown through batteries. I went through 8 AA batteries, and then the little box that the mic goes into before the PA system, the wireless mic, that sucker kept coming undone, or not coming undone, turning off. Once again, maybe the heat, I don't know, but I had to reboot that multiple times. I was getting frustrated. For a minute, I just walked off and left. I was like getting dumb. And then scoring took a little while because our laptop fried, like dead. And so we're there halfway through the day, and I saw a few people.
I think I was there when you guys tried to round up some lap counters.
We had the lap counters, but we had to bring in everybody that knew how to score to go
Yeah.
do everything by hand. We had to hand score all the races because it happened like halfway through the day. So we had to combine the two moto scores. Not only do we have to do the lap sheets, then we have to combine the scores, and then we can't. We're switching over to transponders, and so that not working anymore. So the big pro race, that's a lot of riders. It was a fiasco, and that the laptop was just done. So we had a backup, and we couldn't get the backup going in time because we have to import the database. All stuff people don't know about, but us running circles in there, I'm just like, it's the curse. It's the Moto Monday curse. Wherever I go, technical difficulty.
The transponders are really cool. That's a good idea.
We're trying to take a step in the right direction because once it's all dialed, and hopefully that never happens again. New laptop now. I got my new laptop, but it'll be instantaneous scoring, and then I'm gonna have a guy develop an app so you can check your lap times and see what moto's on the track and see literally everything. The whole schedule for the day will be on an app, so you can just show up. You don't have to listen to the PA system. You just have to whip out your phone. Okay, we're on Moto 7. They're on lap 2. You're good to go.
But you still, I mean, even this yesterday, it was still live for people to watch online, right?
No, you couldn't see it online. It was just in the office is where the scoring was. But when everything died, then now we're going back to hand, pencils. And yeah. But it will eventually, we're going to have a TV out front, and you'll be able to watch like live scoring as it goes by. And then the app on your phone. I'd like to get to where we just have a few iPads. You can sign up on your iPads, and there'll be like a little scanner plugged in, so you can go sign up and you scan your what's it called, transponder. You just scan your because it's a barcode on there, and you're just entered in like that.
That would be bad.
So you basically will take the pad, pick your class, scan it, dink, and it will ask if you want a second moto. Pick the class, scan it, dink, all your info. Once we enter you in once, you're good to go. So it'll make signups go
You don't have to go back there and sign up papers every time.
Nope. You know how much faster that's going to make signups? So a lot of it's developmental because no one around here is doing this.
Yeah,
and it's going to take a bit of work, but that's what I'm going to try to make the process as smooth as possible.
Yeah.
Because office stuff is always a pain in the butt. Scoring's always a pain in the butt, especially big races. I don't care who you are, you run into snafu. I mean, I've had some people come down on me pretty hard on some of my races, have issues. It was like, I've been to PIR and see them scrambling around with their pencils trying to score it. I remember Washougal Nationals 10 years ago when some transponders started to glitch out, and no one has it 100%. It just doesn't, especially when you start getting hundreds and hundreds. It's a pain in the butt. And then you get the yahoos to come to the track and don't put a number on their bike. I kid you not, one race, dude, we had 43 people with no number.
Did they just sign up thinking, screw it, I'm gonna ride? I'm just here to ride? Or
I don't know. Maybe you guys could help. Joe, you haven't said a thing. Yeah, okay, that's the best we got. Okay. I don't know how they think you score.
I always, either way, whenever I was out for a race, at least put an electrical tape number 1 or 11.
At least
if
throw
you don't want to be
one.
number 1, maybe be 11.
You
And
could,
it's-
or you get really fancy, do a 0
Yeah.
or something, or you'd be like Reese at 000.
I was 69 once.
Yeah, I swear everyone's been 69 once. Krista
I mean,
Buck, WMX National 69.
that's
You've always been like some kind of 13 though, right?
yeah, always something with
Or at least, yeah, you're 300 now.
330, 300.
Where
I
did
think
the three come from?
Um,
I know the answer, but
yeah, so I'm like the third generation. At Shirley with my dad used to MS3 pegs.
does he know I still have like a box of those?
That's dude.
And
I've
a little
looked around
display,
everywhere.
the little square display, so you could drop it and stand straight up. Yeah, I have the MS3 display because my dad's shop back in the day, Moto Outfitters, we sold MS3 pegs. When did he sell that company? That's been a minute.
2012-ish, probably. Any 2010, 2012, right there.
It's been a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah, it's
Didn't he
Yes.
make a few other things besides
he
pegs?
did foot pegs, axle blocks, bar mounts, and he did some case staples for a bit.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember the axle block.
Oh, it was great. We used to go to all the amateur nationals, get sent out foot peg on the lanyard, and go around selling it. It was good.
Nice.
It helped get the world minis back when it was a bit.
Was it fun as a kid, like having your dad be in the industry and like have a business? Because that's what I had growing up. You know,
I thought
I think
I
it's
did.
fun. Like you kind of have a reason. You know,
right, right,
I think it's fun rather than just their racing. You're also kind of repping for the fam.
totally, yeah. And it was cool to like watch some of the bigger run. Like, Landon always Ben Lemay.
Ben LeMay.
I think actually, I remember, personally going up to Ryder Dean Francesco's uh, semi thing when he was on in the Cobra class on 4 to 6 Cobra and selling. I think it was like his rep talent
On 50s.
50 at World Minis. I remember going up and talking. Almost got on board, and I don't think it was close. Yeah,
Dude, let's talk 50. I've been saying this for a while. I'm gonna be a broken record, but you know, as a promoter, I hear so much that my kid's gonna do this, my kid's gonna do that, gonna be the next Ryan Dungey, next Ricky Carmichael and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen how fast some of those guys were? Like, we don't really have the local stars like we used to. Like back, okay, let's go back to when you were on 50s. I wish I would have saved the photo, but the top 10 points from Clark County Arena Cross, where it was like you, Mason, I think Aldridge in there, Brad Frace,
Yep.
and like,
Yep.
dude, that was a stacked 50 class, and you guys were hauling. Like, it's
Yeah.
not what the 50 like. PIR hasn't changed much since you guys were on 50s. I remember you guys starting to figure out, oh, we can clear the finish line
Yep.
table,
Yeah.
and we can do the step down. Oh, and then a couple of you crazy, like Connor Mitchell was one that hucked the pro double.
Crazy, yeah.
You don't see 50s hucking the pro double
No.
anymore. You do not see that, and it's, if anything, tamer than it's ever been.
Yeah.
That your generation of local Northwest like 50 kids back when you guys were starting were savages. Like,
yeah, that was really.
it was like
all those
different
kids.
level
Yeah.
than what we see now. I don't see like the real. I mean, we got some fast kids, you know, but I don't see like the stardom. Like when
Oh,
Josh Hill was 11 and would show up to Woodland and race the 125 intermediate class and beat them at 11. Well, you don't see that
No.
anymore. Why?
well,
why?
I mean, here, yeah, no, not around.
That was probably
There's some
right around the
kids-
time where kids stopped being tough. I think you're like the last. You're at the right at that particular whatever year that was.
Yeah.
When were you born?
95.
Then about 98, things went downhill. I think they started going downhill, and we have full true millennials that would rather pick other sports like badminton. I don't, dude. Just I don't see the Savages anymore, man. Like there's a few. Okay, like watching Preston Baseflew and Devin Slusher go out and battle is pretty
Yes.
epic. You know, we got some few fast boys, but I just maybe am I stuck in just good memories here? But I just remember some of these guys, dude. I'm watching Ben LeMay on a 65 and 85. Frick, Landon,
Dude, the first time
whipping his Cobra.
the first time that I raced VIR ever, I was on a JR50. I remember going over the gate jump tabletop, Landon Courier jumping his Cobra over the top of my head, and just being like, "Oh God, what do I do?" So scared. And yeah, he was like whipping over the top.
He could throw whips on that King Cobra.
Yeah.
Mini Warriors 4, he's in there throwing whips on a Cobra.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we don't have quite the same. Especially your group, dude. How many guys went pro from like
Really
people you
cool.
raised 50s?
Yeah. But I think my favorite times
There's
some of the kids that
there's some good super mini races.
Yeah.
And because that was right around the time I was just about done doing cycle news articles, because I wrote for cycle news for years, and so I think I watched racing a lot more closely then because I had to write about it. And yeah, dude, your group of guys, I don't remember like who were some of the guys. Obviously you had Max, but let's move up to super mini days. Like who are some of the guys you really had to duke it out with?
Berry.
Dude, Tanner Berry.
Oh yeah, I just seen him actually like Washington. Got to talk to him. He's coming out.
Is that what he's been up to? I haven't heard
a while now.
Tanner's name in forever. His sister's doing good.
Yeah.
She got fast. Avery Berry is flying. Canadian national champ now.
Rest.
And you look at like the motos, it's like 1, 1, 1, 1. Like, damn.
Yeah. I think the whole Europe.
Yeah.
Big help.
I
think their program.
I think it's good just to expand outside what you're doing too. Yeah, there's Tanner Berry. Is Aldridge like around your age? Did you have to race him?
Oh yeah. They're all the Darian
Sinai, yeah. Darian Sinai.
Bradley Kruger. Always.
He raced for my Top Gun team 1 year. You were on it that year.
Yeah.
And that's when he remember him cleaning out Misty, flagging. He crashed on the triple, and she was on a hay bale, and she tore a MCL or ACL because he hit her so hard she did a flip in the air. Just a yellow flagger just on the side. I felt so bad. I was like, that was my guy. Sorry.
My Uncle Ty at the regionals, dude. They had the yellow flag out. There's people waving their arms, slowing him down, and C class coming out of the corner with their head down and worrying about what was 2 feet ahead of him, 20 feet out. And drilled my Uncle Ty, broke his wrist, knocked his head pretty good. Crazy. Flaggers.
Yeah, you can never, like, I know we build stands and all this, you can never predict where that bike's going flying. Yeah. Like, honestly, Misty should have been fine where she was, but Bradley landed wide open, hanging off the back of the bike.
Yeah.
And he just drilled her.
1 year, I think it was Top Gun. I was working at Washougal Water and up on the road jump, and I had my Ford Ranger parked in between the first road jump and the next road jump. Someone in practice got so sketchy they launched their bike off the side of the road jump flip into my truck in the middle of it, like 40 feet off the side of the track. Hated the side of the.
Okay, so road jump there. You were working Washougal last year for Top Gun, right? I thought I saw you out there.
I probably
Did you see the guy who kamikazed off the first jump into the woods?
Dude, I spent so much time up on that watching.
Dude, I've never seen anyone do what he did. So he was in a battle. It's my buddy Brett Davis. He hasn't raced moto in years. He was an off-road guy. He did a little moto, but we talked him into like coming back out. So he was racing 30C. Not a great start. And I didn't know how he was going to do. He hasn't raced in forever. Yeah. And he comes out and he moves through the pack and he's battling with Chris Knurk from the Ridge. Final lap. They're duking. They both got arm pump though. You could just tell they're arm pump, but they're battling. They know each other, and he makes the pass right over the triple, and he goes up to the road jump, hits it, and he hit it in fourth, landed into a braking bump, whiskey throttled, and it looked like you know how a comet like leaves a blaze trail. That's what he did with his head, because he went wide open in fourth gear, straight, didn't even attempt to turn, and through the fence, completely broke through the fence, and with his head, and just augured deep into the woods.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, we were cheering him on, and then I see him hit the jump, and then only
Nothing.
Chris comes back out the other way, like, oh no, and I see a couple people running, like, oh no, I start chucking, dude, run up that damn hill. I get there, and it looks like a comet.
Whoa, that's a bad spot. There's a bunch of trees right behind that corner. I mean,
He was snoring when I got to him, and that's a couple minutes later. He hit that hard, and he was fine next day, a little like bruised head to toe, and didn't race for 6 months. But yeah, his head became a comet, and they ruined the helmet. But I was just curious if you were working there, because I wish I could find someone who actually saw it. Because he must have been going Mach 5 with the trail that he left.
Yeah, I bet. Crazy. Yeah, there's some good crash. That's section.
What about the downhill? So you work out at Washougal.
Yeah.
How many people just weed themselves on that downhill ski?
Surprisingly, not as many as you think. Honestly,
Really?
I think so. When they ran that track kind of different towards the beginning here, and they were going down the downhill, big steeper, the uphill. I think that claimed a lot, like had a lot more ambulance visits at steeper. I feel like than I've ever noticed.
Really?
Ever. Yeah, it doesn't seem like anyone's ever really got. I mean, maybe I just not paying attention there. I don't.
That thing, it's a pucker for me every time, dude.
Is it?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I was telling the story, was it the last podcast, how Rick Huffman back in the day made his own line for him and Corey. It would be, there's like a little hook to the left before you drop.
Don't talk about the left.
Huh?
Don't talk about the left.
No, right line.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
he took to the right, and he would bunny hop like over a patch of grass.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And like him and Corey were one of the only ones to do. I'm sure Ryan did it, you know, but they would like just go, and you could see him just preload and like bunny hop and go over a whole hunk of grass, but it would stay low. Like, oh yeah, let's just not try that.
No, Ryan's fun to watch around the track. He's got a little hops he does. Crazy.
Dude, I would not want to race Ryan in any of the age classes in that track. Like, he knows every trick in the book, and he's fast.
For sure.
He knows just every trick, every like little nook and cranny of that place.
He's a smart man, like, for sure.
He's fun to watch, especially when he's been like training and actually trying to get in shape and moto again, dude. Like, he's the way he rides that bike is so fluid
and aggressive. You can hear it. Be back in your pits. Hear Ryan's bike. Know that that's Ryan.
Back in the day, though, Joe, agree or disagree with me? Huffman and McCormick in their prime. I feel like McCormick was more aggressive, but I think Ryan's just a natural. He's one of those guys that he's just a natural rider. McCormick was more of a worker.
Yeah.
Carmichael type of just put your head down, work, get it. But Huffman could just come off the couch and throw down sometimes, Those two are still fun to watch, though. I mean, I did a training camp with McCormick a year or two ago, and he's a little heftier now. Jason, sorry, you're not 150 pounds anymore, but he went out and he was trying to explain to people how to do this corner and then about the jump, and he's like, Justin, can I use your bike? Sure. And so he grabbed my helmet, full street clothes, Nike Freeze. He's like, ooh, I'm on a bike again. I haven't been on one of these in like a year. And he goes out and hits the finish line table at Riverdale without even knowing where the landing was. He told me later, I forgot to even look at it. I didn't know where the landing was. And just threw a fatty whip. Overshot to flat. Yeah, he just kept going. In his Nike Freeze.
Oh, man.
And we're all just watching like, he's just a wild man.
Yeah, I remember being a kid watching them. I'm pretty sure I've got 2 McCormick jerseys and 2 Huffman jerseys at my house.
But do you have the McCormick toy?
No, I don't.
I had to make sure to get one of those.
To have it?
Oh yeah,
I have one.
That's.
Joe
I
has
have
one.
two.
My dad has a couple.
I seen his action figure floating around somewhere recently.
I had to get
Yeah.
that. I have a couple that I saved that I know are going to be worth something. I don't know if I'll get rid of them. The other one that's I think really cool is Gio Tedesco. Ivan's big brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had
Who
no clue.
remembers Gio? No one remembers Gio Tedesco. But that was the guy who got Ivan into racing, his big brother.
Huh.
I hope I didn't butcher that. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But yeah. And I got Jerry Dostal too. Another guy no one seems to remember. You remember Jerry Dostal, 715?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait,
I
they
saw
made
Gio.
dirt bikes?
Yeah, they made a small, I'm sure,
Was it a
small
road,
run.
Was it a road champ?
Yeah, the ones with the fully movable guy on
Or
there.
Hot Wheel. Yeah, well,
What was that?
there's Hot Wheels.
It wasn't the
and then
Hot
there's
Wheel
the
one.
road, but there was the road champs.
I think it
They
was the
didn't
road
have
champ
the
one.
front suspension, but they had the rear.
Yeah, it had just the rear
Yeah.
shock.
I think it was he on a Yamaha?
Which one?
The 7.
Honda. Plano or Planet
Plano.
Honda? Plano?
Plano.
Honda.
Hmm.
Joe coming in with a fire. Impressive, although I don't think anyone can hear you on the mic, but
Yep.
okay. Those are some throwbacks.
I wish they still made those dirt bikes.
Why don't they?
They just stopped. Well, I mean, I guess they still kind of make them, but it's a bunch of like random made up. It'd be cool if they actually pros started road champs. Those bikes were awesome. Front suspension, making toy dirt bike tracks. I like.
Can you pump his mic up just an inch there, Joe? Yeah, I still have one of those tracks too, like where you clip it all together.
I had one of those for sure.
Throwback that man, good times. Oh, it just needed to go up a little bit. Either that, or we just have to get him to talk a little closer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There we go.
That works.
It's fixed.
So you've been to some races. Like, what was your favorite? Like, you travel around a little, especially on minis with your dad. I remember the good days.
My favorite race
that you competed in.
Man, that's hard. Dodge was always really fun. I loved the way they prepped the track there. It was really deep and ruddy and rough. I always loved that, especially like on the 150s.
You like deep and rutted and rough.
Yes, absolutely.
You're one of those guys.
I struggled
Okay.
so hard at Mountain View yesterday when it got dry and kind of a little dry slick.
Dude, that's my track.
even at Washougal though, like my second motos are always first to my first. I just can't. As soon as something about the flat track slipping around, I just can't do it.
Dude, you just got to run wide corners, click it a gear high, and just roll. That's my style. Once we get to ruts, I got a bad habit of I pick this rut, but I end up in that one. And then I end up in that one, and then I'm on my face.
Yeah, my deal at Mountain View was when it gets that blue groove, to me, and I was always scared, but once you hit it,
You just
wow, this is sticky.
Yeah.
But it looks so thick.
Yeah.
Well, it's the marbles that will get you.
Yeah.
It's actually not even the super hard pack. You can tack to that decent. It's when you get the marbles where the crumbles fall down on the hard pack. Then you got a problem.
For sure.
Then you got a serious problem. Who was it last year? Was it Chance that just could not stay off the ground?
Yeah.
Chance Blackburn could not stay off the ground.
Dude, my quad just took those marbles.
Joe in his quad yesterday.
Oh, I seen you cruising in the white helmet.
Yeah.
Yep, that was awesome.
Joe, I'm posting some of those photos tomorrow. You were a champ on that quad.
That's right.
Where'd that come from?
One of my kids has.
Oh,
It's one of theirs.
Okay.
I brought a 70 also. It ran Friday and Saturday it wouldn't start. And I was like,
Typical
wow,
pit
looks
bike.
like I'm quadding today.
So you like rough and rutted track?
I do.
Do you like? Have you been to the Ridge yet?
I haven't. No,
Dude,
I haven't
we're gonna have to
gone.
make a Ridge trip.
Yeah, Ridge and dude, honestly, I haven't been up to the
Grace Harbor?
ORV.
That I hear has been getting super deep rut.
5th gear pinned. No. Yeah, fifth gear pinned. I think it was
Is
out
that
by
still
Burnt
running?
Ridge. No.
I thought it kind of
It was a
disappeared.
private deal. I think it was
Yeah.
Old Man Whitlow or something like that. That was like one of my favorite tracks around it. Just because they prepped it really nice and deep. It did had some fun jumps there.
I never got to go there. It was
Yeah.
dude. There's some tracks I really wish I could have ridden. I did ride Alderdale before it shut down. That was fun.
I heard about. I think my uncle Ty told me about that one, but I've never been out.
It was basically built in a bowl.
Hmm.
Like you're down in a bowl and you just kind of went up and down. Once again, Josh Hill. I'm out there riding. Josh is just smoking everyone. I think right when he's moving up to a 250F. And there's this double downhill out of the bowl. And I'm going along. And I'm thinking the double's pretty challenging. Like at my junior C class level at the time, I'm like, this is, I'm feeling pretty good. I got this double pretty dialed. I see him go way wide as I'm coming at it. Like, he's coming in hot. And he just blitzes past me, sitting down, scrubbing that rear fender to the rear tire because he's seat bouncing so hard, quads it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I didn't even think that was an option. Like
the jump at Albany.
the buddy jump?
Yes, the
Screw
single to the
that thing.
dude.
Screw that thing. That was one jump I would never hit.
I remember watching him hit it there.
Who broke their frame on that? Was it Josh?
I don't remember anyone else hitting it.
There
honestly.
was a few people who were just stupid at things they did. Josh Hill would huck from the time he was on a 65 up. He hucks anything. Still hucks anything. Ty Fick was another guy who would just send it. Just, you remember Ty?
I've seen him. I don't remember him personally, but I remember watching
a
him.
little more my era.
Turbo Ty Fick.
Turbo
right?
Ty Fick,
yeah.
dude.
I've seen him in some videos.
He would do some just ridiculous jumps. My mind must work different. I like staying low.
Yeah.
And they're like, I could gap that. I didn't even know that was an option. I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah.
But Josh is still one of my favorite guys. It's just a wild man.
For sure. He's another one who's naturally talented on the bike. For sure.
Him and Villapoto. I think Villapoto worked harder, but Josh could just hop on. And, I mean, you see his electric bike videos?
Yeah.
Dude.
The urban edits.
Those are savage.
Yeah, for sure.
Those
the
are
skate
just
park
savage.
shredder. Yeah.
He's just a laid back cat that will just like, I can do that. Yeah, and he does it. So I have a lot of fun watching. Man, it's a bummer. Some of the dudes that like remember coming up, they kind of just disappeared. Like the one who probably bummed me out the most, due to injury. Of course, we have Landon Courier, but Brad Frace, man.
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah, that wreck that he had in Texas
had one of the nastiest wrecks I've seen. Do you remember that, Joe? He basically did a 100-foot jump backwards off the bike.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was drifted into somebody and kind of washed the front end.
Yeah.
If you look it up, Brad Frace's crash. There's a YouTube video of him in a back brace. They show the clips of a step-by-step photo, and he's at the pinnacle of the jump in the air, holding onto his bike over here with one hand and rolling down the window with the other hand, going backward.
It was terrible.
One of the ugliest looking sequences. It's like gut wrenching, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
But he was fast, man.
He was.
He was fast.
Was super.
And he had just kind of secured that ride. Yeah, he was your age, right?
Like a year older.
Right around.
But yeah, close.
You had to race him though.
A couple. Yeah, it's cool to see him rapping now. Him and
Hey, who was he doing a bunch with? I follow him on SoundCloud, but
yeah, I know my mind's drawing a blank right now. 891. Bogle.
Look it up. Bogle.
I'm pretty sure it does look.
Is it Bogle? I thought it was someone else. Is it Bogle? Okay. Dude,
Bogle's the one
Bogle and his voice, dude.
No, he's got some videos out there.
He's all right, but dude, Bogle's voice just throws me for a curve. What ever happened to Thomas Nichols?
Number 7.
Now we start talking. I'm getting all these like
Jerry Nichols.
Flashback memories.
Oh man,
I know that guy.
Go Jerry
elbows
Nichols.
Up. Elbows up. It's always
I called him Wild. I nicknamed him Wildcard. I gave him his nickname in my cycle news articles because they would just disappear for a while. You didn't see him, and they would just pop up at a race. You never knew. You never knew if he was gonna be there.
There was a couple families around Washington, that they would show up and be fast, compete, go back in hibernation for a while.
Yeah.
Jerry Nichols.
Jerry Nichols
Yeah,
raced?
like the old man, and he would show up. He had an old ambulance with a Chevy pickup front end, and he used to frame at him. Show up to the race, Honda. Right?
One. That's
Show up in
awesome.
the ambulance.
That's funny.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
He
that's
always had
really
that
good.
belt. Oh,
Good old
belly.
Jerry. Man, I haven't seen them forever. I wonder what they're doing. You know what? Actually, the last time I saw Thomas, he was skating.
Is he still local then, I take it?
It's been a couple years now, but he's all 6'6" out, and hitting the skate park. So he was shredding though. Like he was throwing down in the bowl, like where people are all standing around watching him kind of
Yeah.
go. So he was doing pretty good, but man, that's been at least 3-4 years at least.
I saw Jerry about a year and
Are you still hitting the skate parks?
On
the scooter?
You're funny. No.
No, you're not.
Once in a blue moon, I'll bring the scooter out. Just
Have you brought it on the show yet?
he lost his pro card.
no, but Jacob Payne called me out at the first round of PAR this year. And someone was riding my scooter around. He's like, hey, Justin. And he's like, let Justin ride it. I'm like, Jacob, don't. Don't. He's like, come on, Justin, do a trick. Oh, here we go.
Did you get on it?
Yes.
What'd you do?
A double whip flat. So,
What's that?
like, a tail whip?
Yeah,
A double tail whip.
on flat. So you
Flat.
said a double whip flat.
Yeah,
It's just
so there was no ramp or anything. I just double whip flat.
Okay.
Because there was someone trying to do tail whips. And
so you're like,
don't
hey, let
tell
me do two.
everyone.
Let me do
I
two
don't-
for you.
yes. Then I tried to do a bri flip flat. That didn't turn out so well. I'm a little rusty, all right?
You lost me on the briar flip. I don't know.
It's where you throw it over your head and then back around. Kind of like on a yo-yo, it's around the world. You
Yeah.
do that with a scooter. So, yeah. I tried to do that flat and it didn't pan out. I'm a little rusty.
Have you ever hit yourself in the head doing it?
No, but I got a gnarly scar on my leg because back in the okay, had to bring up scooters. Why'd you have to do this?
I don't know. We started talking about skate parks and skating.
I started
so.
scootering back before there was actual real scooters. There was just razors, and I did it as a joke.
I remember the Razor
It was
scooter
a
commercial.
joke, dude. It was funny, like because I went to the skate park to have lunch, and this guy was like doing tricks. Like, you can do tricks on a scooter. Like this is like ripstick levels. Like there's actually people who do stuff on these. Like I got to get one, so I went and bought a $40 scooter, and I happened to run into and hang out with 3 guys who actually went pro and traveled the world and everything. But I met them right as they were kind of doing their thing, and that became my little posse. Like Cooper Clark and a few dudes. We would take the scooters and we'd run 3 lag bolts, just thick bolts, through the folding mechanism to hold it together so it was solid. And that way, it was way more stable.
Yeah, because you'd get the flop and they'd blow out.
Oh, yeah, it would totally blow out, and then you couldn't do anything because you couldn't rely on it. So
I
before there was like
remember that.
one-piece scooters,
Yeah.
before that even existed, which, by the way, why scootering is big here is the first company to come out with real scooters is in Portland, Oregon.
Huh?
TSI scooters still in business.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
we'd bolt them. Well, I ran and then the other thing, the wheels would blow out, the little plastic wheels.
Right.
You hot glue them. You fill it all in, all the spokes with hot glue.
Yeah.
And then you get the RIP fabric dye, and you dye the wheel. And then you're cool.
Factory.
Then you're factory. Well, Justin didn't have 3 bolts the same length. He happened to have one a little too long.
In it.
And I did a bri flip thing. And as it came back around, I screwed up, and I totally didn't land it. But it just swoosh, took a slice out of the back of my leg.
Ow. Damn.
And I had to tell my dad. My dad came by my work the next day. He's like, "What happened to you? Were you riding?" Like, I wasn't riding a dirt bike. You're so...
Okay. One of
Yeah.
my worst injuries to date was on a Razor scooter. It was like, I think it was my sophomore year. I was going to this kind of a homeschool homelink deal. It's called River Homelink out of
Yeah.
Camas.
I know what it is.
And so we had this period of the day where it was, like 2 hours and no classes. And my buddy Braden and I thought it'd be cool to ride our scooters in that break down to downtown and go cruise around. And I was doing something just pretty stupid. And I was sitting like really low on the scooter, basically sitting on the deck with my legs still on it. And I fell off the back somehow and landed on my ankle and broke my ankle, tore my Achilles tendon.
What?
Yeah, I picked my ankle up on the ground and it flopped completely sideways because I tore every ligament or tendon going down into my ankle. I've got plates still in it.
From falling off the
Yeah.
back of a scooter?
Oh yeah, it was great.
Did you see our promo girl yesterday biff it on the scooter?
No.
I can't show this on air, so I'll show you. Let's find it here. So I let one of my promo girls use my electric scooter that I go up and down the hills and everything with. I would have liked to use it more, but everyone burned up the batteries on it. But she didn't know where the brake was, and I didn't get a picture of her arm and everything. But
Oh my goodness. Raspberry.
and you can see her knee there is also all wrapped up already. She had to go see the medic, and her both hands, because she fell going down the gravel hill to go to the start.
Yeah. Oh,
She
in front of
started
everyone.
booking and didn't know where the brakes was. She thought it was where you push your foot on the back, and she kept pushing on the back and just kept picking up speed, and she just ditched it.
Oh, fudge.
She
Couldn't
came
have
to
rode it out into the flat down there in the parking lot.
That's what I
or-
said. Why didn't you write it out? She's like, I panicked.
I mean, I think I would have too at that point. Once you get going down that's a pretty steep hill.
That's a pretty steep hill. Yeah, she just biffed it, but she came up to me all cheerful. So I kind of crashed your scooter. Sorry. Like, oh, good going. And then look at her like, wait, how bad did you crash?
Whoa.
And she's all like, yeah, I had to go see the medic.
Dang, what a trooper. Did she stay for the rest of the day?
Yeah, she kept doing her thing all day.
Good for her.
Yeah, that's a champ.
That's awesome.
Scooters definitely can hurt. I've had I don't think what's the word. That one was probably one of my worst. Another time though, actually, I landed with only one foot on the deck. I was doing is it a saran wrap? Yeah, where it's like a candy bar, but then you sweep it around.
Yeah.
So I was doing some trick where I was doing a saran wrap, and I landed one foot on the deck, but somehow I managed to get the other foot below, and I stomped the wheel on my big toe. And I'm not going to put my toe on the screen either, but it broke the nail, and it killed the nail. I had to yank it off with pliers.
Oh,
Have you ever yanked a nail off with pliers?
no.
They're actually connected to your spine. I was like, it was dead. Like after a week or so, it's like, this
Oh.
thing's dead. I'm sorry if it was gross, but it was rather intense. Like, okay, I got to pull it off. It's done. Like it shattered it in half, bloody mess. But then the rest just died out because it got crushed. So I was like, I got to tug it and pull it. Like it's all loose. Like I got this. As soon as I went to tug and really go, like, oh, it's still connected. And I'm like, I felt it in my back. Like, oh,
Ow. Ow.
it hurt way worse than I thought. It grew back eventually. It took 6 months, but I did not know your toenails are connected to your spine.
That's terrible.
I think that's my worst real scooter injury.
So you can do all these flips and stuff on a scooter. Can you do any tricks on a dirt bike?
I got heel click.
Obviously the no footer then too.
I started to try knack-knacks and I'm scared now. Like
What happened?
I don't like the gyro you got to figure out the motion where you're swinging
Yeah.
your leg and whipping the bike and bringing it back. Then I feel like I get stuck as soon as my foot gets over. Like I can't get back on. I don't like it. I did
you try it?
Yeah.
You did, and it didn't end up well.
I think my best trick would be I got double heel clickers, and I can do a double fender grab on the front, do a double fender on the back. Ramp. Off a ramp. So I got a little bit of air time.
Like, wait, double fender grab, like
So you start off
all the way backwards, and
No.
then
Not
like
super.
no, you reach over and grab your front fender with
Gotcha,
both hands,
okay.
and you reach back and
All right.
grab the other. Not a Superman
Yep.
style. You're just sitting on it. Actually, I could probably show you here, but that's the best I got. I've only hit a ramp one time.
Uh,
And
we're at
the RTF.
Okay, Giles. Yeah, that's the only place I think I've hit a ramp also.
And the only reason I hit the ramp is because I sat there thinking, it's fine. I'm a 30 plus guy. I don't need to do ramps. But that 85 kid is throwing
And you
fat and
watched
whips
Caden.
off it.
You watched
Caden's
Caden do
just
it.
going
Yeah.
ham on there, like, oh, you're a pansy. You
Yeah.
got to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Caden makes me feel like a spode. I hate it. So I had to do it. And so you hit the ramp there?
Oh yeah.
What was
yeah.
it like hitting the ramp for the first time?
Oh, it was, dude. I straight aired it for sure. I mean, my front end was high. I probably looked like a spode off of it, and it was weird. It was really weird. Something you have to get used to.
Ooh, that was pretty.
Oh.
Going through my Instagram, I forgot about that. So my first time hitting the ramp was after watching Caden for 5-10 minutes. Like,
yeah.
Okay, you're being a little girl. Go hit it. And I know in my head, as soon as you hit it, it's not gonna be that bad.
Yeah.
It's just all in your head. First thing that went through my mind when I hit it, oh, it's that bad. As I
It sent you forward.
I hit it so wrong because
Oh,
I
man.
naturally kind of throw my body forward into jumps. I have an old man scrub.
Yeah.
It's like a BMX style scrub. It's the ugliest scrub in the world, but it's my scrub. So I kind of naturally just do that all the time. I just like really over the bars. You don't do that on the ramp.
No.
No, it went so bad the first time. I land full pucker. Okay, I'm alive. Let's sit down for a minute. Okay, now we got to do it. And once I got it, it's kind of nice because it doesn't change.
Mm-hmm.
The lip will never change. It's just the same over and over and over.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm never going to be someone who's really a ramp guy, but I can say I did a couple tricks.
I wish I could whip. I cannot whip to save my life. And
I'm not exactly great at those either.
no, it's like, yeah. My dad always told me not to growing up, so I never did.
Oh, okay. Here's video proof. I can't put it on. You guys can see it on my Instagram if you want to stalk me, but there's the double fender grab. I think that was my first time trying it.
And so that's on the bike you have now, right?
No hand. What's that?
That was on the bike you have now, right?
Yes. That was double fender grab to the no hander, and this is my clicker. Just to prove I can still heel clicker.
I cannot do that.
Me and Jacob Painter are gonna have a clicker off here soon.
Nor have I ever had the balls to do it.
Oh, they touched. They touched. I was proud of it because I haven't been able to get them together for a few years. You know the guy I cannot understand how he does the stuff he does is Austin Johnson. Have you seen his heel clickers? You know who he is? 143.
The name
rides
sounds
a lot
very
of Mountain
familiar.
View, a little PIR
On a Honda, right?
on a Honda.
Okay,
he
yeah.
just went pro. I'd have to really dig for his photos, but we had a 1-footer contest at Mountain View. You know, fun.
Dog pisser.
What?
A 1-footer?
1-footer.
Yeah, the dog pisser.
Yeah. He hit his visor and knocked it up.
What?
There's a photo of him with his toe shoving the visor and like almost broke it off. And we were like, how does he do that? His heel clicker is the nastiest looking heel clickers, dude. Like he's
does
like
he
Gumby.
throw his head into it, or does he?
No, he can just fold in half. He's like, I call him Gumby. And then so I walked up to him like, hey, after a race, be straight up. Do you do yoga? He's like, I would never do yoga. I'm like, do you do the splits? He's like, whatever, man. No, I just ride. What? You're not supposed to bend like that.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah. It would take me too long to find the photos. But yeah, straight up there, we got a bunch of photos of him. Heel clicker in his visor. I think he might have broke it one time. And doing 1-footers and just clipping his visor. Wow. You can't just do it repeatedly.
That's impressive.
It hurts when I get my heels together the first couple times. They're like, oh, stretching.
I just feel like I'd stick and that's it.
And get stuck up there. That is good fear. Most tricks scare the crap out of me. Like, I'm never doing a backflip. I think I've accepted that.
I talked to Debrino the other day about that.
I am not Andy Debrino.
His airbag that he's got, or his, I guess, his buddies, I heard, told me, but that thing seems like it would be awesome.
Maybe on a pit. Maybe
awesome.
A pitter. But I'm not Andy Debrino.
Yeah.
He does a lot of stuff I don't do.
I can't believe he did that mini flip. That was impressive.
Dude, a lot of stuff he's doing is
Yeah.
impressive.
Oh
He's,
yeah. Oh,
Andy,
totally.
I'm impressed with how he can just hop between different sports.
That's what we were talking about. It's
That's so weird, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's because it's different dynamics to go.
the
You know,
super hooligans to the road bikes.
You know,
and then
he has
back
the
to,
all-time two-wheel record at PIR
that's
on the
pretty
road
cool.
course. He has the all-time fastest record at PIR, and then he'll go race his dirt bike that Thursday.
Yeah.
Like, how? It's so different.
Yeah. That whole deal is awesome for him.
I'm happy to see.
Yeah.
I still think of Andy as like just little Andy who had the pit bikes and
Do
everything.
you remember I think he had a perm back at PIR back when like that's how I remember
Yes.
Debrino with the perm.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't. Him and Feckler back in the day were just like inseparable. They would go
Really?
and they would pit bike together.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude. And now it's like, damn, Andy, okay.
It is. I know. Yeah. Crazy. It's cool to see him do all those different bikes.
Do
Be
you ever
competitive. With...
Do you ever ride with him?
No, I haven't. Not like
If you ever see
I've
him,
hung out with him and like Elias,
Okay.
outside the track and done that kind of
not on the bike though.
stuff. No.
If you ever see him somewhere and you guys are riding, like practice,
Yeah.
just go follow him and practice.
Yeah.
It's so weird. He takes the weirdest lines.
Really.
Dude, I think it's his road bike stuff
Hey,
coming out because
Yeah.
I saw him at this was last year. I practiced at PAR. I was like, oh, Andy. So I tried to just stick to his fender for a while and ride with him. And I was yelling at him. We were having fun. I'm riding with him like, where are you going? He does the weirdest arcing.
Apex.
I couldn't
Yep.
say a minute ago. Hit that
Exactly.
apex.
Yeah.
He goes to the far like okay, so
Outside, inside, outside.
Yeah.
yeah, he does this the funkiest sweeps, and I'm someone everyone says I take weird lines.
But that's something
But he
that-
takes weird lines.
But for motocross, that's something that's like pretty beneficial. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
on certain tracks to find those kind of weird lines.
Yeah.
Stay out of the rough stuff or cut across it really quick and get into a nice.
And he's
inside
really
line
smooth at it. He's
Yeah.
really smooth. He doesn't go hog wild out there. He's really smooth.
That's a good trait to
But
have.
it's so funny to ride behind him. You can't get too close. You might hit him because you don't know if he might go far right to far left.
Yeah.
And he hits jumps like that too, which also throws me off. And he's like starts way on the grass over here. Whoop, we're going to the left now. Like, Andy, where are you going? It's hilarious to follow him, but super smooth. He picks good lines and
Yeah.
pretty quick. But
Yeah.
it's crazy to ride with.
I think it'd be crazy just to hop on one of those super hooligan bikes that he's riding and do that flat track deal. He was saying that that's actually getting really big now.
It's growing, yeah.
It like probably. I mean, they're the people that are doing it in the sport itself is the money that's going into it picking up.
You want to do a flat track race with me?
Yeah,
They have a knobby class.
I feel like I'd do way better with no knobbies.
You don't have to set up your bike. Think about it. You don't have to like go get a flat track bike. It's basically for moto bike.
Well, can't you just get like a flat track rear tire and call her good?
Dude, they slam those things down, change the suspension.
Really?
Like there's a lot of tweaks. they
Well,
do.
yeah. Then if there's a dirt tire class, sure.
I want to do it on my XR100 because
Oh.
they have a class for that. What do they call that?
I'll do it on an XR100 for
If you
sure.
can
I don't want to
find
do it
one-
on a 450.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I don't want to
Dude,
stop the
find
ground.
one. I'm gonna go out there because what do they call it? It's not the hooligan. It's the something like it's some goofy name, but it's basically for small bore. I think 4 strokes and stuff, and a
Yeah.
lot of guys just do them on XR100s. Like, I'm a little scared about pitching it sideways at 80 miles an hour, but I'll go ham on an XR100.
Right. I would love it.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah,
I gotta find some boys to try it with.
I'm down.
I can't do it solo. Will you do it?
I don't.
Come on.
So what event? Where's it at? What?
I don't know. We could go to Castle Rock, Rainier,
So there is still.
Salem.
I've only heard of Castle Rock, I guess. But is the Salem thing? Is that just the wintertime flat track,
Yeah.
or is it?
Oh, yeah.
Is that in a different building than the?
Same building.
Really? How'd they do that? Did they just rebuild the
Well,
track?
that's why Arena Cross went away there. They're making better money doing
I
flat
thought
track.
they did it
because
last.
They did. They brought it back. I don't know if they're going to bring it back this year. I haven't talked to the leeches. I hope they do, but they just tear it down. And that's
Okay.
what they used to do in the day. But see, they can run flat track and kart.
Gotcha.
So it's like they're getting 2 sports in one,
Yeah.
and they don't have to build a bunch of jumps. It's literally just a round circle. So making money.
Yeah. what everyone's about these days.
Dude, promoting races is not an easy gig.
It doesn't seem like it is.
Every year gets harder. People complain more. The
I remember.
numbers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's not 2002 anymore, where you're getting 500 riders at Washougal. Like, unless it's a special one-off event, you are not getting riders like we used to back in the day, in the heyday.
Not at all. Not at all. No.
Insurance has gone up astronomically. I got to pay all my people more than it's everything goes up, and it's a tough gig. I swear we got more complainers than ever.
I heard a lot of complaints. I've heard, but it's not just one track. It's everywhere you go. There's always going to be someone that complains about.
Yeah, I that's why I normally, honestly,
I'll
engage a little bit for fun,
yeah.
But I've kind of started to develop this mindset. I only take criticism from people I know and respect. Yeah. Random people, I could care less.
Right.
Because I don't know if you have a bias against me or if you have against the track or whatever. And I've seen it against every track. Okay, so the Ridge, I like the Ridge. It's a fun track.
Mm-hmm.
Is it perfect? No. But I think it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I've seen some guys online. I would never go to that blankety blank ghetto track. I'm like, it's a beautiful track. What are you talking about?
And I think every track is going to have its day. Obviously, you can't always have a perfect track 24/7. And depending on what day you go there, it's always change. Track. You could love the track one day and it could be awesome because the conditions are perfect. But then you could go there the next weekend or the next month, nothing. Same.
Yeah. And I've heard people hate on every track in the Northwest. I've heard people say they'll never ride Washougal.
I wish the whole series thing, everyone could come together and get that figured out, where you could hit multiple different series and not have to interfere and crisscross.
We can talk about that a bit on the after show.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I agree, though.
I could go on.
I agree.
A while.
I think people just need to go ride their dirt bike and have fun and quit complaining.
That's what got me back into it. Getting back on a dirt bike and just having fun. And people honestly, I've never.
It's for not one person that I'm seeing at a local track is ever going to make a living. I'm sorry, guys.
Never.
None of you. Okay, Go ask Austin Politelli. You think he's getting rich?
Nope.
He is fast as hell. Politelli is fast as hell. And we saw him like he was flying at Mountain View.
I got a whole shot, did a fist pump, and then looked down, and Politelli's going right underneath me, and I'm like, dang it. Yeah, right on, man. It's yours.
On video, you fist pumping.
Yeah, dude. I was so stoked on my start. I was just like, yeah, that's cool.
27 of the fastest pros on the West Coast. Matthew comes out. I'm back racing. I'm going to rip the whole shot in front of Bowers. Tennant is the current MX1 and MX2 South African GP champion.
Yeah.
And
he went down twice that moto, but he can
throw some good whips though.
Oh, dude, his whips.
And they were buttery. He almost he was like
smooth.
He wasn't going to do it.
Buttery smooth.
I was not going to bring it up, but I had to just because I was sitting there waiting for them to finish the dozer work, and he's like, I don't know, man.
We were parked right above him all day long. And so as he was going out for the best whip, my dad was actually talking to his dad. And, I did my departure to my pops. Like, hey, all right, later, pops, we're going to go watch the best whip competition. He's like, and I heard, is it Challen or Caleb? Tennant. I know his last name's Tennant. It's Caleb Tennant. So Caleb was like, I'm just going to go out.
We can just call him Mr. Steal Your Girl. I'm dude with the accent.
Dude, that's all I've heard about.
He has nice hair. He's got the tan going on, that one sleeve. We're just gonna call him Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yeah, no, that's fair. He stole Josh.
Oh, okay. I didn't actually know that, but we don't need to go into it. But fine-looking young man, and he's got the accent, and he can throw fatty whips. Yeah. Although I gotta say, the sickest one was Spangle. He just didn't ride it out.
That was the biggest whip I've ever seen.
That was
in person.
Stupid.
I mean, that was probably the biggest whip I've ever seen, period.
Shout out to Braden Spangle for just putting his whole body on the line to go upside down.
Absolutely, for a best whip competition. That was rad. And still looking back at the pictures, I was just, it's nuts. It's nuts.
We're actually going to end this in just a minute by looking at Spangle's whip. Hopefully he posted the photo. Oh no, just of him crashing. Where's okay? Who took the photo of him?
Darlene has one, and
Yeah, Darlene. I think D-Buck got a good photo of Spangle literally sacrificing
it was
his
either
body.
it was either her or Krista that one of them had like he was the cover for their album of that.
We're gonna check D-Buck first. We're gonna have to end this in just a moment, but I just want this photo. The best whip was fun. People get on me sometimes.
No, nope. One more down.
No, that's what I was going for.
Oh, Liz.
Here we go. Is this the one? Yeah.
Look, where's this? Like you can hardly tell his foot's.
That is vertical. His front tire is 90 degrees below his rear tire.
I would say his rear tire was ahead of his back tire.
Yeah.
It was past.
He went past the apex. He was literally
Yeah.
backwards for half a moment.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was a sick whip, but he did not ride that out.
No, but
He went a little too ham with that.
Where the hell is left foot?
Oh, there's Joe.
There's
Yeah.
You guys want to check out D-Buck Photography? They got some awesome pictures. If you're wondering what we're talking about, the Summer Classic at Mountain View was yesterday.
there it is, and that's the same. It's got to be the same one, just a later sequence, maybe.
Braden Spangle's literally upside down.
I mean, so if you look at the banners, can you kind of judge which way the track's going and how his bike is?
He went
That
past
is-
the apex.
Yeah,
He started to go backwards.
impressive. Really impressive.
That is a
the
wild
video
man.
you can see.
That is a wild man. Shout out to Braden Spangle on that.
Justin's new gear on him looked pretty cool too.
Yeah, all sorts of new legacy gear that popping up at the track.
But yeah,
I gotta go through some more of these
I'm
photos.
surprised at how many people around the local scene have his gear. It's pretty awesome to see.
Oh man.
That's a
Hanging out in the
good
corner.
picture of Mason just chilling. Fell over in a rut.
That is good.
Well, yeah, let's talk about the series stuff on our after show. We're gonna have to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Because that's a conversation that might go on for a little bit. But
Yeah.
before we get out of here, thanks for coming on, dude.
Thanks for having me, man. It was an awesome
Glad
time.
we finally got you on.
Yeah.
Any final words? Wisdom?
Oh, words of
Shout-outs?
wisdom. I just want to give a shout out to Big Newt Security for everything this last weekend. That was pretty rad. That was the first time I got to show up at a dirt bike race. You know, kind of have everything taken care of. Good. Legacy Racewear. They've been helping out with gear. Gear's awesome. Evo suspension. Moto Co. Washougal. Awesome to have a bike shop in town.
Washougal now?
In
Yes.
Washougal that I
Yes.
can not have to drive out to Vancouver for. And JJW Designs for making my bike look awesome. And you guys for having me on. Thank you very much.
Of course, man. Appreciate you coming over. So, how can we find you on social media? Or are you hiding from people?
I'm just on Instagram. I took a break. Well, and I got rid of Facebook. Instagram at MXMatt30.
You're 300 now.
Maybe I'll change it.
Okay. For the
Yeah.
moment, MXMatt30.
30.
All right. Sweet. Well, thank you, bro. We're going to shut this down for just a few minutes. Then we will be back with the after show. Y'all take care. And if you want to watch the after show, it'll be on just a few minutes over on Facebook. Later, guys. This has been Moto Monday.